up, YouTube? Dark Dub coming at you from Minecraft Bedrock 1.21.3. And if you can't tell from behind me, we are doing a witch farm today. The hardest thing about making a witch farm is finding the witch hut. First, you're going to want to find a swamp. You can do this through Chunk Base, which is an internet website. Don't know if there's any other kind, but that is one choice. Another choice is putting your world into creative and using the locate command. I like to go to the 0 point. That's X and Z coordinates both at 0, and then use locate like such, and then go to biome, and then swampland, and it's the first one. Boom, and it gives you the coordinates of a swampland. From 0 point, if you do that, chances are your first one, you'll search it all out and you will not find a witch hut. If that is the case, which it most likely will be, then what you will want to do is go either in the X position or the Z position, either one, and give it 3,000 blocks in just one direction. Doesn't matter which direction, just choose that direction and go. And once you've gotten that, try the locate command again. And if you don't find anything at that one, you just went one direction from 0 point. You have 4 cardinal directions with another point in between each. That makes 8. There's a good chance if you try at each of these locations, you're going to find yourself a swampland with a witch hut. And once you've found your witch hut, what you're going to want to do is clear some land out around you. If you've got any mountains around, you're going to want to get those gone. We have to mob proof a little area, probably no more than 10 blocks away from your farm. I like to go further out. The less mobs you have spawning around, the better your rates are going to be with this farm. So I think you'll notice that I went ham. Okay, you really don't have to do all this, but one thing that I did forget to mention is that when you're clearing this out, if you are in the middle of water, you're going to want to fill the water in and not just cover the top of it, because things can spawn inside that water and slow you down. Okay, so the first thing once you get here that you're going to want to do is go ahead and take the stairs off of the side. I cannot tell myself, but I have heard that having those there lowers your rates. So we're doing everything we can to get rid of the lowering of our rates. We will go ahead and get rid of the porch that they had here. Let's go ahead and get inside of here. And we have our cauldron and our crafting table. Now, not 1 block, but 2 blocks in front of that crafting table. You're going to go ahead and replace that. This is exactly where those witches are going to spawn. So let's go ahead and place a scaffolding on there. And we can take that out. Let's place some blocks and fill this in. Come over here, and then we'll break these blocks out. This is right above the kill chamber. Okay, we're going to fill this in here and here. And yeah, okay. So then we'll go ahead and break fill those in, fill these in, just like this. Let's see, they'll be spawning right here, so we will have a block right above our head, and this will help us to ensure that it's only witches that spawn here, that no pillagers will spawn there. I'll go ahead and break these out because I like to put stained glass here so that you can see inside. That helps to ensure that it is dark enough in here that the witches will spawn, because if there is light in here, they will not spawn. Okay, so you see how I'm filling this in. Let's see. So actually, yeah, first let's break those out. And now we can place glass in like that. Not glass, but stained glass. And I'm going to leave that piece out so I can come up when I need to for now. And I'll take that out to be put back later. I'm going to place some water in here, okay? This counts as 1 block, 2 blocks, 3 blocks. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay, and then we'll surround this, and our water is going to be right here. And then we'll surround this again with full blocks to make sure that our light stays out of the spawn chamber. Okay, and then I'll replace that right above it. There, we've got that part finished. Next, I'm going to go ahead and place more tinted glass here and here. Now, these could, of course, be solid blocks if you're not using tinted glass there. And I am going to put a full block there first. There we go. Okay, so that's just a straight wall. And actually, I can cover that up now. I'm going to come over here and let's see, catty corner from that right there. We're going to come down 3, take those out. Those were temporary. And then we got 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, and 2, 3. There we go. And basically what we did was we surrounded the area that our mobs are going to land on. So we'll go ahead and place temporary blocks right here. And we're going to break out our pistons. Place them in this pattern here. We can then place not 2, but 1 solid block in each corner. I guess it really doesn't have to be solid, but it's a block to place something on. It has to be able to block light, though. We have to surround those pistons to make sure no light gets in here. Okay, so we've got our droppers like this, and then we're going to go ahead and pointing away from each dropper will be an observer. Okay, so that they are looking at the dropper and giving signal out of, and that's going to hit a block, which then hits the next dropper and piston at the same time. So that way we cycle through. And then pay attention, this is the side with our glass. That is going to be the side that you throw the tridents from. So don't fill that up, but fill up the other 3. And then we'll go ahead and get ready for our water. So we're going to take and place some temporary blocks. Let's see, where can I jump? Yeah, I can jump right here. So all on the bottom here, we're going to have temporary blocks, 4 of them. Oh, okay. So that's going to be dark. So we'll go ahead and take that out, fill that with temporary blocks. And then right here under the block that the witches are spawning on, we're going to place us a bucket of water. Then we'll take out the 4 temporary blocks here, and then the 4 temporary blocks here. And then right now we can put our magma blocks there, take out that block, come out, place the last magma block there. And then with a stair, we can come over and right next to this piston, face a step like this. That way you've got a spot right there where you can throw the trident and hit the back piston. From this point, what we're going to do is we're going to come underneath this block right here. Right here is where all of the business is being pushed to. So right underneath that is where our items are going to go. So let's take and break that block underneath it, place a hopper pointing straight down, then we can place a rail right there on top of it. That shows you where you place the solid blocks to ensure that your minecart with hopper is going to stay right there. Now this is the front. Let's come around back, place a solid block there. Then I like to take some kind of glass and place it right here. And from this point, we would break these here. Actually, let's take that glass out, come down here, and that hopper right there can go into your collection system. And then this is basically your witch farm. You just throw a lever right there and you recover this area, this block right here. Now notice that it's not that you can see the light in there. And that's exactly why I left, but why I made it stained glass. What we're going to do is we're going to come over in these pistons. We're going to place a solid block on the outside of each of them. Look inside there. We'll notice that that still didn't do everything. Now place one here, and on that piston, and now you'll notice that it's good. But if you uncover your trident spot, that's no longer good. So we're going to have to put a door around this. I like to make it as simple as possible. All right, and to make it bearable, I cut out the part where I made the room, but suffice to say, this room here makes it to where you cannot see inside there, which means that the light level is just perfect for the witches to spawn. Now, you want a looting 3 sword, and you want an impaling 5 trident. You don't necessarily need it to be impaling 5, but there's water in here, and it will help you kill these witches that have a lot of health and are going to be drinking healing potions. And I almost forgot, an important part of this one is to, on top here, place yourself a trapdoor like that. That way, when you need to collect that trident, you can stand here, flip that, and go underneath. I didn't collect the trident, but that's because the trident killer wasn't on. And the next thing I like to do is come out here, and so right here is the height that your witches are spawning. So that's 70 for me. We're going to go up 40 from that height. I'm going to place my scaffolding right here, and I'm going to go up to Y110, which is 40 above 70. And up here at Y110 is going to be my AFK spot. I'm going to make a path off of my scaffolding. I'm making it with glass so that I can see below me. And that's not really necessary, but I like it. The mob free is the way to be. That's basically why I'm doing this. This here marks right above where they're spawning. That's where I'm going to be standing most of the time. We can come down here and place ourselves a torch right there so no mobs spawn on here. And then we can come down here and place one right here so no mobs. Actually, place it right there. And now, there we go. Now no mobs are going to spawn on top of there either. And this is your witch farm basically finished, minus the collection system, which I'm going to do later. You can put whatever collection system you want down there. Go ahead and turn that on. Throw your looting 3 sword in your hand. Walk over here. And you can see that we already have experience down there, which means that they are already being slaughtered. Come down here, turn this off. Standing right here, you can collect your XP. Or you can come in here if you choose and collect your XP. And then let's go ahead and dig into here and show that, yes, we have the drops from our farm. And starting our collection system, we're going to come over here and we'll dig down 2 blocks like this and get in here to where our hopper is. And then right here where our hopper is, directly under that, we're going to have a dropper facing right out this way. We're then going to replace these 3, I believe, yeah, 3 with glass. And then the very last one we're going to replace with soul sand. And then right here on this wall, we're going to place glow lichen. You can also use a button, or you can use a sign. You can also do a, a fence gate, as long as it's an open fence gate. And that will work just fine. Let's see. Go ahead and place another piece of glass right there so you can see that. In all actuality, we're not. We're going to place a regular block right there. Yeah, that way the light from out here doesn't affect that, because we don't need to see what's in here. And we'll come having a problem with my crouch. Come over here, place our water bucket, and that will ensure that it all comes over here. Place another water there, Okay, so my room over here was getting in my way, so I'm going to go ahead and place a regular block there, and then I'll go ahead and bring our water up here. I removed a piece of this. Let's go ahead and let's see. So I'm going to use glass where and when I can. Actually, I will wait to use the glass until I get up a little higher than I am right now. We'll put solid blocks like so, and then we'll leave this section here, one here. Okay, so now I've got my light situation fixed. I can come back over here. I left enough space for me to get down in here, and we're just gonna continue to place a uh, a full bucket of water on every level to make sure that each height is source blocks. Yeah, so right here. So now that we've got our water column up to here, we're going to go ahead and come down below. We're going to go to where our hopper is again. It's going to be at this height, I do believe. We're going to come out and make the circuitry to make it spit everything that it gets inside back out. So let's see. It is going to need a block right next to it. And on top of that, or coming out of that, it's going to be a comparator. And it's going to be going into another block, which is going to have a sticky piston on it facing this way. It has blocked me in. And then I'm going to come, let's see. We'll take that out of here for now. We'll come down this far like this, place an observer pointing down. Okay, now this block here we're going to have to replace because we're going to place, oh, that's not good. Let's, yeah, that guy's got to be pointing up, okay? Go ahead and break that. Place this here. Now you heard that go, that because this is touching a piston. Okay, so we'll break that. And then we're going to choose a block that will not allow this piston to get light, but will also not take charge from this observer. And my choice is tinted glass. Then we can go ahead and cover this back up, fill it back in. Let's see, right there, yeah, we'll put one there, here. Oh, actually, no, I was wrong. Haha, let's take that out. This is exactly where our observer goes, right there. Now it's going to spit everything that's in there, and it'll, yep, retract. All right, and we're good. Let's go ahead and fill this back in. And I like to place one more block right here, just so that when that extends, something can't fall down in there like a frog and then get stuck. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to come over to our bubble column, and we're going to circle it like this. I like to use glass. Doesn't matter what you use, but you can't see inside if you don't use something like glass. And then we just build this bubble column all the way up to 4 blocks above the height of where we are AFKing. So mine is going to be 114. Okay, and we're up 4 above our AFK spot there. We'll go ahead and on this side and this side place our ice. Go ahead and bring this up to on both sides like that, and then we'll wrap it around the ice on this side. Place a temporary one in there. Grab our ice. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's go ahead and bring this out on this direction. Hang it out that side and keep it flush on this side. Go ahead and put our glow lichen on the side of that. Next, we're going to come out with a temporary block right there and there. Break that. 1, 2, and 3. Out 1 here. We can come out 2 more here and 2 more here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Next, we'll grab our chests and place them here. here, here, and here. Grab our glass, bring it down, and this is going to be a water stream. We will go ahead and make a wall there alongside with it. Over here on this side, we will take our hoppers, face them in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the next one's going to face the other direction, that direction right there. It's going to go into a double chest, which is then going to go into a hopper that goes into another double chest. So that there, and then like this. Then we'll come over on this side, place one here. This guy can be a hopper there, and it goes into a dropper, which is going to face this direction. And then it's going to have a block next to it, or under it, like, well, 2 blocks like that. And then it's going to have a comparator there and the dust there with a sticky piston here, an observer here, and an observer here. Note the directions they point. This will ensure that this dropper spits any item it gets inside of it. Next, we're going to grab out our redstone lamp, place it on the side of that hopper there with a lever on that. Go ahead and flip that. This way you know if the lamp is on, that this hopper is locked, and this chest, whatever lands in that chest, stays in that chest. If you turn that lantern off, then anything in this chest gets spit out this hopper, or that dropper. Next, we're going to take temporary blocks. We're going to come underneath these hoppers and out, one like that, with a line of them right to there. Then we will grab, you know what, actually we're going to come one more out. Now we'll grab our hoppers again and face them directly into those. Now we can get rid of those blocks. Next, to put our shulkers on there, you can use chests. I use shulkers. They are the colors of the items that go in there. So redstone dust, glowstone dust, gunpowder, sugar, spider eyes. Didn't have a clear one, so I just didn't color it. That one's going to be for empty bottles, and that one's going to be for sticks. Now we will go ahead and place our iron bars all along these hoppers here. Then we'll go ahead and grab our glow lichen, place that right there with a water bucket there and a water bucket here. That should go all the way to the end. Next, I'm going to put in the sorters, something I should have done before I put that water there. So we'll go ahead and underneath here, only underneath the ones that have the shulkers, we'll go ahead and place a block out like this. Actually, you know what? We'll place blocks all along there and blocks all along here. And then glass all along those. Next, we'll come out here with our redstone comparators on all 7 of those. Now we can replace that glass and go ahead and replace that water. Okay, that's a little better. Now we'll go ahead and put our dust all on top of that glass. Grab our blocks out again. Get a temporary one out there and then one here. And then we will line all the way under the glass. Next, target blocks all the way along here with torches on the front of those target blocks here. And then on the back here, we'll go ahead and place dust along these to where they connect to the target blocks. And then we will one up from here with a block, and we'll line that all the way along the back here. And then dust those, and you'll notice that it connected the top to the bottom as it went along. Next, you'll want an item that will not come across your water stream that stacks to 64. And you will go inside each of these hoppers. They're the sorters. You're going to grab these items and place one in each of the last 4 slots of each one of these hoppers. And once you get to this hopper here, you're going to make sure not to put any in here, because anything you put in here will just end up down here. Next, we're going to grab a stack of each of the items that we're sorting out and place them in the hoppers up above the corresponding color. So redstone dust, we'll toss a stack in there. We got our glowstone dust right here. Got our gunpowder right here. Got our sugar right here. Our spider eyes here. Water, glass bottles, and sticks. And then anything that's not one of those that comes down here should collect in these chests. So our potions. Now up here at the top of the water stream, we mustn't forget to put our water in. I was just about to forget. And it stopped right there at our glow lichen, so we're good there. Right here, when we break this, we need to place another piece of another water bucket right there. And up it comes. We'll cover this like so. And this part here should be good to go. Next, I'm going to grab some glass. This can be a solid block, anything that will stop the items. Let's see, this is going to spit out this way. So we'll go ahead and come up here. And yeah. With this here, we'll go ahead and come down here, and either one of these two can be lava. Go ahead and place it on the bottom there. And then I'll grab some glass, and I'll just cover it right here, like that. Next, I'm going to go ahead and grab some more glass, because that's what I'm building my walkways with. We'll go ahead and make a hole right here. Not a hole, but a place where, because we're going to be popping these and taking them with us and replacing them with others of the same color. Okay, so just to make sure they don't fall down in here, we're going to go ahead and do this number here. And once again, these can be solid blocks, but you want to make sure you spawn proof them if they are. And yeah, we'll just come up like this. Once you've got your floor put in, go ahead and put a ceiling above anywhere you're going to be walking of a solid block. That solid block makes sure that while you're AFKing, you won't get phantoms spawning. And then go ahead and put slabs on top of that, or light it up so that mobs won't spawn on it. Go ahead and give yourself light where you think you need light. All the accoutrements you think you might need up here for doing potions or anything else. And yeah. Now that we've got our witch farm done, we'll go ahead and test it out. Come over here, turn that on. You can hear that it's going. And we'll go ahead and climb on up. You can already see that it's got items going on up. And after about 6 or 7 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and, oh wow, 6 or 7 minutes. So I'm going to preface this with not all witch farms are created equally. Some of them will only spawn 1 witch, whereas I saw one spawning 4 every time they pop. Okay, there we go. Look at this. Fire resist potions, water breathing potions, instant health potions. I promise you they give you a ton of speed potions as well. I kind of wish they didn't, but they do. And then if you don't want some of these that are in there, say you only want the water breathing and the fire resist, then you just go ahead and empty it out so you can wait for the next ones. And I like to have these here so that you can beef up your favorite potions. And You have everything you need over here, as long as you bring with you some, blaze powder. Yeah. All right. If you like this video, go ahead and leave a like. If you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, it's been real. Peace.